Hi, it's me again, and him.
What's up?
So I did some the video. This is going to get tied to. I recorded at the family reunion yesterday. Got home today, and I started thinking, hey, maybe I'll give Parker a holler and come and talk to him and kind of talk a little bit about this this pretty pink cast on his arm. So we came over to his house, brought him a few things, and thought we'd try and chat about it and kind of talk about the situation and how it happened. Because I had talked to when I was doing it the other day in my own little video, I was kind of embarrassed about it, obviously. Felt pretty bad because being the coach and the person that's supposed to keep you safe, then I'm the one that damages you. And it wasn't pretty. So, tell me, what did you think about the whole situation? Let's just kind of go from what crossed your mind through the whole thing.
Well, I guess the first of practice, my arm had been hurting for a couple weeks. I just thought it was like my brachialis tendon was a little inflamed and hurting. My left arm, it was like that a month or so ago. So we weren't. I was sore. Everybody knew I was sore. We'd been talking about it, and had warmed up, and we're just kind of going back and forth. Just, I'd pronate, and Cody'd just take it back, and we were just pronating in the middle, back and forth. And I pronated and was trying to hold it, and Cody just brought my arm back, and it broke. So
yeah.
Everybody that was at practice thought I broke my forearm, but definitely the humerus. So.
Yeah, it was a humerus, and when it happened, this has never happened to me ever in my whole career. I've been arm wrestling for almost 26 years, and I've never been in a situation where I've been arm wrestling somebody when their arm broke. Now, obviously, my arm broke a year and a half ago, and that was kind of a fluke because it broke in the forearm where I had my bicep reattachment surgery. So it was kind of you don't see that happening ever. With the humerus, it happens more frequently. But when it broke, I knew exactly what it was, right away.
I didn't know what it was. I heard the sound, and Cody just handed my hand back to me and was like, "We gotta go." I'm like, "Okay, I don't know."
We're going to the hospital right now, and that's what I said. I put his hand back on his chest, and he grabbed it with his other arm and said, "We're going to the hospital." His wife was a little less excited about the situation. I think her exact words, "Are you freaking kidding me?"
Yeah, she was not happy, but
yeah,
we knew it was when, not if I got hurt. So,
well,
we are.
Hopefully, in arm wrestling, there's going to be injuries, but hopefully, it's nothing too severe or permanent. When we went to the ER that night, the doctor there thought for sure you'd have to have surgery.
Yeah,
he figured there'd have to be a plate put in there and have surgery. They splinted it, sent you home.
Yeah.
And a couple days later, you went to another doctor because the splint was too tight.
The next day, so I've got to get my ulnar nerve moved for my cubital tunnel in my elbow.
So speak in English. Don't do foreign languages, people.
So where my funny bone is makes the bottom half of my hand, my pinky, my ring finger, and my palm go numb if I bend my elbow.
A certain position.
90 degrees or less for like 3 minutes. And so the first splint had me tight like most splints do. And so my hand was completely numb. So we went in, got it resplinted the next day, and those x-rays had showed the bone had kind of slipped a little more back together than it was. I think you were going to upload the pictures.
He gave me permission to upload the original x-rays so we can kind of show you what it looked like originally. But then we don't have pictures of the second x-ray.
Yeah, the second one, was kind of halfway back to where it should be. And so that was on Friday, broke it Thursday, went in, got resplinted Friday. And then because of the 4th of July holiday, I had to wait till Tuesday to get into a doctor. When we got in there, he x-rayed it, and it showed the bone had actually set back over and lined back up like it should be. So he recommended just putting the cast on and letting it heal naturally without doing surgery, so that I don't have any complications with my muscles having to heal after being cut, or having that separation between the hard rigid metal and the flexible bone once it heals.
So that was really good news. I actually, like I said, went camping for the whole week, so I didn't hear about this until, was it Wednesday I called you? Wednesday night or Thursday night? I don't remember.
So
And he told me that he didn't have to have surgery, so I was quite relieved when I'd heard that. And ironically, his orthopedic surgeon is the exact same orthopedic surgeon that has done both of my bicep surgery and my forearm break. So
we didn't plan it. I just was in there, and he was talking about, yeah, I've worked on some other arm wrestlers, and once he said that, I knew exactly who it was. So
yeah. So he's a really good doctor, and I'm confident that he will make the right choices. So you get to wear this cast for 6 weeks?
6 weeks, and then I have the surgery to move my nerve in my elbow, and then I'll get just a partial arm cast, I guess just an elbow cast, for another 4 to 6 weeks.
4 to 6 weeks, and after that, the bone should be healed, correct?
Yep.
And then back at it.
Yeah. Yep.
Good.
You know it.
Good. I didn't want to call you a quitter in front of everybody.
Someone's got to kick your butt.
That's why I'm married.
Hey, whatever you got to do, whatever you got to tell yourself at night.
Yeah. Well, so I just wanted to get Parker on here. How long have you been Parker? Your whole life? How long have you been arm wrestling?
I started, I guess, the 1st of December last year, so 6, 7, 8 months.
7 months, and your coach is the one that's supposed to keep you safe, and he's the one that damages you. You might find a better coach.
He's all about the what not to do method. This is how you don't do it.
Yeah.
So now you know, so don't do it again.
I done told you this is what you're not supposed to do.
No myths, no here's, it'll happen, but you'll never see it happen, and nope.
Well, and unfortunately, it was a situation that wasn't normal. It wasn't a spiral fracture. You weren't in a bad position.
It is spiral.
It was? Oh, the picture didn't look like it to me.
Yeah, it's spiral.
Oh,
Yeah.
I lied. It is a spiral fracture.
It is spiral, but it slipped back over, and yeah, it's on a big, long angle to about an inch above my elbow.
Well, yeah, it looked like a kind of an angle fracture or break, not really a...
It does a little.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
So that's why he was surprised when he looked at the x-rays that it had laid back over, because it kind of had to twist back into
twist into
itself.
place. So it's kind of lucky that way then.
Yeah, he said he's only seen one other person that it set back in, and they had really good luck just casting it and letting it heal. So
Well, fingers crossed, everything works out the way we want it to, and you won't have to have that surgery, because
Yep.
that will be a long recovery, like a little over a year probably.
just for the bone, and then the muscles will have to re-tear and re-heal and re-tear and re-heal until they're still probably not right. years
Sounds
later.
awesome. Yeah, I've had enough surgeries in the last few years that I don't want to have anybody else deal with them either.
Yeah.
So Parker, what got you into arm wrestling?
I downloaded the Armbed app, and
Why though?
I found Cody. Well, I've been watching it for a couple years.
Just on the YouTube?
Yeah, on the old YouTube, and looked fun, and something I thought would be fun to do. And Cody
And then you
reached out.
found Armbed. How did you find Armbed? Just like Devin Larrett's
Yeah.
videos?
Yeah. Big enough guy in the game that I think a lot of new people funnel through him, and
Yeah.
I found that, and it's kind of coming off the end of COVID, and I got on there, made a profile, and you had reached out because we live pretty close, and
Yeah.
invited me to practice, and that's
That's
history
that.
now. So
Well, we're super glad that you're part of Team Spur. We appreciate you a ton. That you didn't sue me for breaking your arm. That's a good thing. Well, I guess it's still an option.
sure, yeah. Well, it happens, and like I said, we weren't in a position. I wasn't opened up. We were literally inside just
Working
working
on
our
hand stuff.
pronation. That's it.
It was the first person I'd arm wrestled. We'd been maybe 30, 40 seconds.
Oh yeah, and,
Into it.
and we weren't, no arm pressure, no shoulder behind it. It was all just forearm, and
it amazed me how easily it went. Like I'd never been in that situation, and I thought it would involve a lot of pressure or force, and I think that's the main reason why we thought it might be a fracture prior.
Yeah, I think it was and the doctor, he agreed it was probably a stress fracture that was underneath that brachialis tendon. So it felt like that was the spot, but it was already weakened, and that way it didn't take much pressure even in the wrong position for it to go.
Yeah.
So,
Well, super duper. So, can I sign your pretty pink cast?
sure.
What do you want me to say? You want me to put there, I was here,
Yeah.
big spur,
Yeah, right there.
right on the brake spot.
Quit being a weenie, something.
Suck it up. These casts
Are the
are
worst.
terrible to sign on. This is the best video that you'll ever get to see. Me trying to remember how to spell my own name.
At least he's not counting.
Counting the, like I can't even get the R to look right. I look like a 3-year-old wrote that on there.
This is why he arm wrestles people. He's not,
'Cause
he's not an artiste.
Actually, you know what? When I went to college, it was for art. I wanted to be a art teacher.
I thought you were going to say liberal arts. I'm
No,
like,
no.
whoa, now.
No, you got to be able to read and stuff for that. And I don't like that stuff. It's crazy. So a little info or background on Parker. He used to be in the professional rodeo. He was a bulldogger / steer wrestler, and those guys are the dumb ones, other than bull riders, that drop off of a full running horse to try and tackle a cow. Kind of dumb, right?
Don't try. We do it.
We do
Get
it.
her done.
We get her done. So he did that, and he did some team roping as well. So this is an ex-professional rodeo star turned arm wrestler, and it is true. Rednecks aren't very handsome. You can see right there. It's fact. They just turn out that way. And I think that your wife is pirating video as we're talking.
We have the royalties you owe us.
There you go. So, is there anything advice you'd like to give newbies coming up?
Listen to your coaches. They've been doing it for a long time. And even though he's laughing because he's the one that broke my arm, I mean, really, they're the only ones you can kind of trust, and they've been there for a long time. They know what they're doing. There's a reason they're telling you to do whatever it is, whether that's what you're good at right now or not. And if something's hurting, definitely look into it a little bit or give it some time.
Yeah.
We were going easy for that. I'd already kind of rehabbed that similar problem, or what I thought it was, with my left arm, and it feels great now. So I was trying to do the same thing, and it wasn't the same problem.
It was a different problem.
So just listen to your arms.
I preach always in practice, be safe, make sure you're in good positions, always watch your hand, and I've replayed this over and over and over in my head, and I cannot remember and see a place where you were in a bad spot. And I think it all comes down to the fact that you were already injured.
Yep.
And it just came apart at a bad situation.
Yep. I thought it was a tissue issue, and it was a bone issue. So
A tissue issue, but a bone issue.
Yep.
And he's a poet as well. Cowboy poet right there.
Something.
So anyway, thanks a bunch for watching these videos. I know I say this every time. I appreciate the support. We are almost at 1,000. I looked today, 1,000 subscribers. We're at 993 on my channel.
Are you gonna do a giant giveaway at 1,000?
I don't have anything to give away.
Okay. Well,
maybe we can give away your cast.
he'll break your. If you're the 1,000th subscriber, he might not break your arm.
Come to my practice. There may be a chance you'll go away injured. That's terrible. That's terrible. But anyway, thank you guys very much for supporting me in this channel. I really appreciate it. And as always, approach life's opportunities like I do a meal. Don't miss out. Thanks, guys. Now Jolene's taking this off. Oh, and she kicked everything. Oh, I'm putting that in for sure, babe.